Hey,
It's not awful.
just happy he's alive. To be honest,
he's still employed.
he's only 30 right now. Uh, but yeah, I mean, the first year that he came here, he put up a 7.25
Mm,
in the championship, and I got him on a free.
right. But you had to pay him. You had to
I
pay
had to
him a
pay
high
him.
wage.
My first $1 million player, yeah.
Yep. So that was a risk in and of itself. Sometimes
Yep,
not every free transfer is free.
that is true. That is true. But that was whenever, like, that was when I made the pivot tactically to start using more aggressive, like, scoring, passing type of wingbacks
Mm,
instead of using more of a fullback defender. And I mean, he was the first time I got to see how well the video game codes wingbacks or
right.
inverted wingbacks for me. But
Yeah.
this game really likes it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yep. So we have the El Clasico for the Carabao Cup final. Then the week after that, I have a home game against Fulham, and then it's the Champions League the week after that. Is that home game against Fulham Premier League?
Hmm. Only what, 3 short months
Yeah, we're
left?
almost there, really. Yeah, we're not that far. We only have how many Premier League games left? Like 11 for Bill and I, 12 for Sean.
Yep. Yep.
That's crazy. Oh, FA Cup. Okay. Hoping my 2-0 victory at home over Barcelona will see me through. See me through against them on the return leg in Barcelona, which will not be easy. Bill had a draw. Did you have a draw with Feyenoord there, Bill?
Yeah, like a 4.6 XG, and I draw 0-0.
About to about to feel the MK Don's wrath in their next showing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Am I reading this place chart? The Premier League table correctly? 70
Yeah,
points?
that's all right. 23 wins out of 27. 62 goal diff. On fire.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gonna double the next gold diffy there.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. God, I can't believe. So Bill ended last season with a 77 goal difference. I don't know how. I ended last season with 87 goal difference. But Bill won 28 games last year. He's already won 23. So I think he's definitely on the road there. That's my regret. Is that 4 seasons Bill and I were in the Premier League where I was Chelsea. Bill wasn't quite ready yet. My first season where I won the league barely over Liverpool by a point.
Mhm.
And then yeah, Bill was fifth that year. And then the
What year
next
did you show up to Chelsea? Sorry.
27 season.
Okay, I gotta move some things in because that shouldn't count.
Mm.
I'm doing our all time.
Oh sure.
I'm counting some of the ones before you got there.
Oh sure.
Accidentally.
I know we were pretty close when it was like beginning on Rotherham MKD. We were like in League One and Championship. I think you might have won a couple, one or two more, but it was pretty
So you got there in 6-7, right?
right.
Okay, and then in 5-6 you were with the Wolves, right?
Right.
The entire season?
No, I think right at the end I went to Chelsea.
Okay, so in
Most of the season.
October you would have been with Wolves.
Yeah, yeah.
So we drew our first time there.
Mm.
And then you would have been with Wolves still in January?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't move until like April or so.
Okay, you beat me there. And then I didn't play Wolves again. So then in 4-5, who were you with?
4-5. I'm. Well, that's weird. It has me listed at Chelsea, but I know that's when I joined Chelsea, like near the end of the season.
No, because you were at Wolves in 5-6. So I'm talking about the year before that.
4-5. Was I with Rotterdam?
If so, I didn't play you. Well, hold on. Rotterdam. Carlos Palacios, Tom Bloxham. Let me look at Rotterdam's history.
Yeah, I guess 4-5. I was with Rotterdam. Yeah, because I've ended there in 25 and went to
Yeah, it says
Wolves.
4-5. Yeah, you were with Rotterdam there. Okay, so let me look at that. Rotterdam matchups. So I played Rotterdam and won 4-1.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
And then I played Rotterdam and lost 1-3. So it was a 1-1 year.
Oh, excuse me.
So then every year before that you were with Rotterdam.
Right. Yep, from the beginning.
This is interesting. And then the first year we played was
2021.
so in 22, 23, I don't think we would have played each other at all because you
Right,
promoted.
I promoted. Yep.
So yeah, I didn't play Rotterdam that year. In the very first year I did play Rotterdam. I beat you 7-6.
That's
On the
still.
Benny Ashley seal.
God,
Oh, that was incredible. That was the beginning of it all.
Yeah, that was the beginning of us like, okay, this game's pretty cool.
You beat me that year. You beat me that year after that.
Liberty Bell.
Yeah, Liberty Bell.
The hat trick of
But
Liberty
the
Bell.
most notable thing that year for me is I played. Oh, do I want to relive? I played Ipswich. I lost 2-3.
The
I played
Hurricane Hardy. Oh, with the
Ipswich
terrible.
again. I lost 1-5. Played Ipswich again. I lost 1-2. Played Ipswich again. I lost 1-4. That
Can't beat
team
him.
owned me.
5 in a row.
Okay, so our all-time head-to-head, if I'm getting, there might be some room for error here, but if I'm getting the like the when you switch jobs stuff right, it's 10 wins for Billy Mack, 9 for Coach Cavazos,
Oh
and 2
God.
draws. 10, 9, and 2.
Wow, only 2 draws. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 10-9-2. Yep, don't get much closer than that. Yeah, I figured it would be pretty close.
Yeah, the first couple of because by the time you got to Chelsea, MK Dons was kind of like formidable.
Uh-huh.
Before you got to Chelsea, I lost to Chelsea 7-1,
Right.
5-0, 4-1. Like I was
Yep.
getting bullied because
Yep.
those first few years. I mean, dude, gosh, if I go back and look at that, it's just the first year I got to the Premier League. Oh man, just pain. Just so
Right.
much.
That was before he started investing in the defense. But he bought Bartram,
Yeah, I
brought
mean,
DLS in.
that's just a very red screen I'm looking at this point. It's like 5-0 to Brighton,
Oh, I do remember that one.
4-7 to Tottenham. How did I put up 4? That's just beautiful.
It was definitely a transformation. It was a transformation.
1-7 to Arsenal. Gosh, that
Ugh.
freaking guy, man. That freaking guy. 0-5 to City, 0-5 to United in back-to-back weeks. Dude.
God. 0-10 to
He's on the
Manchester.
hot seat. 1-7 to Chelsea. Gosh. know
But you
how.
would do well against the Middlesbroughs and
I've
you
always done
know,
well against City.
yeah.
Well, except for that one time
Well,
I
except
just
for
mentioned.
Watef, yeah. You would do well
Historically, I've
against
been
them.
pretty decent.
You would do well against West Ham
Like back
Burglars,
then, it was Leeds. Yeah,
Leeds,
back when they were up here, Fulham.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
Yeah, you would beat those teams, and that's the end of the day. If you're beating those teams below you, then you're doing something right. Because they're also losing 4-0 to City. That was just a wash.
right.
God, my goalkeeper is hurt again. Golly, man. Gashed upper leg. You don't need an upper leg.
My ideal is I will lose less than 3 more times the rest of the save.
Mm.
I'm at 97 career losses.
Whoa.
If
Keep
I
it
can
keep it under
stay
hundo.
single digits, that would be pretty cool.
That would be
Especially
nice.
considering there was a pretty rough little patch there.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. How many losses? Oh yeah, I have 112 losses. I'm way over that. Yeah. How many games won do you have, Bill?
Let us see. Games won 278.
Whoa, I'm at 272. So yeah, pretty close.
But you haven't drawn that many then, right?
I have 72 draws.
Oh, I have 58.
Oh wow. Huh.
So you just played a lot more games than me.
Yeah, I
Didn't
think
you play?
there's a couple of seasons there, especially that first season. I played like 60 with Chelsea.
Yeah, that's true, because you're in every
I was in
competition. How
every
many have you played?
competition all the way to the end. I have 456 games played.
You have 33 more games than me. Sorry, 23. 23 more games than me.
Dang, almost half a season worth, over half a season, Premier League season worth of games.
Wow. Goals for?
1007.
1-1, 1-1.
Lol, all ones. Yeah, you've been.
23 less games.
Yeah, well that's
Offense, baby, offense.
that's right. You were scoring the crap ton in the championship too, in the Sky Bet League
But
One.
I've given up some goals, though.
What's the goal against?
575.
Lol. Yeah, I'm at 477. So yeah, like almost 100 less.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the difference. So you got 100 more goals. So I got 100 less against. Pretty close. What's your goal difference then?
Let's see. Goal difference 536.
Whoa, 530.
Wow. That's really funny. Just different philosophies.
Right,
Same
same
destination.
result.
What did you say? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey or whatever. Well, we got to the same spot.
There you go. Oh. What about you, Bear? What's the career?
Let's see.
Games played,
Career.
career stats.
The overview page.
Yeah, I do a
Yeah, my
club
profile.
info and then my profile. Yeah.
Oh,
I
club
hit
info.
the home button up at the top left,
Oh yeah, I guess you can do that. Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
go to my profile, and it's in the top right of your screen. Oh, well, mine.
Oh, 379 games played.
Oh, okay.
Goals for 597. Goals against 534.
Okay.
63 goal difference. Okay.
Okay.
Respectable.
That's
63.
positive. That's
That's
positive.
positive. We'll take it.
A win percentage of 44. I mean, that's pretty
44.
good.
Yeah, that's not bad, really.
I mean,
It's
okay.
not. It's not bad. It's not. I wouldn't say it was.
What's
Winning
yours,
the
Stephen?
Champions League. I'm at 59.
I'm at 64.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you do have more.
Uh, let's see, as a point of comparison, let's look at Wolves.
Hmm.
Will I be able to see their coach's profile? Oh, yeah. 40% for the Wolves coach.
Yeah, there you go.
A Belardo.
Yep. See,
Abelardo.
you should be there.
You should be there. You'd be better. You're an upgrade. I can't believe Ruben Neves is still playing there. He's 32. Oh no, he's joining Zebra. There you go. On a free, I guess.
It's crazy. Zidane stats.
Oh yeah,
Zinedine Zidane. He's got 66% win percentage.
yeah, yeah. That's legit. Yeah, it's all those seasons coaching Real Madrid. In reality,
I mean, what if you? I mean, you can
Well,
get an inflated win percentage if you just don't have any draws.
true.
right, but that's not easy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
hard
mean,
not
he
to
was at
draw or
Juventus
lose.
and then Real Madrid, so that helps.
Yeah. I mean, he was probably close to 66 even just in reality when he coached Real Madrid because I mean they won the Champions League I think 3 times in a row. Yeah,
And now he's coaching Liverpool.
yeah. That's why Liverpool is back in the top four.
Dang.
Pep Guardiola's still just unemployed. Oh no, he's Arsenal. He's with Arsenal, and they're third. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, they beat me not too long ago.
Jurgen doing pretty well still.
Yeah, he's still good. What's his win percentage?
61.
61. Yeah. Him coaching Man City is hilarious. He'd probably rather die. Okay, no, I don't care about.
So how many more head-to-heads do we have? We obviously have this one,
Yep. I think we played
and then we
twice in
have
the Premier League. I think already.
yeah. So we have this one and potentially the champions
Right. So,
somewhere along the way.
and
Yeah,
maybe
we've
FA
already.
Cup. Maybe FA Cup.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We can still pair up there. So we
If,
have between 1 and 3 more matches.
right. This could be it. This could be the
This
last
could
one.
be it. You need it. You need it. If you win it, it's 10-10-2 overall.
Oh God, that's
If I
insane.
get a draw, wait, it's not possible. It's a final. Damn it. I say, play for the draw, boys. Play for the
Play for
draw.
the draw. You never played for the draw.
Coach, what are we doing? Don't worry about it. It's for my, my, my gravestone. I need to put it on my tombstone, my head-to-head matchup. I really wish I can see more of like what teams, without me having to go every single year,
Right.
like what teams have owned me
Right.
besides Ipswich?
Switch.
Like which teams have just been kicking me
Yeah.
in the ding ding?
I mean, there was a while there that United was just kicking your butt. Rashford was
Yeah.
just your
Yes, Marcus Rashford. He was
torture.
my father.
God. Oh no. Oh God.
Harrison good, 3 to 5 weeks. Frick.
Ah.
Could have given him an injection to get through this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could have gave my goalie an injection, but it's like, nope, he's just out. What? Put a band-aid on it, man. Cheat.
You had put in Bursic or the other guy?
I think the other guy's hurt. I think it has to be Bursic. Which is a scary proposition. I think the last time I played Bill, I had Bursic in there, and I think he put up a 6.5.
Yeah.
So
My boy, Joe Shiesty.
yeah, he was on the MK Don's payroll there. He got beat at the near post, kind of
Every
randomly
time,
there.
like on a roll, like just a slow motion shot.
So
So he's playing.
no, it looks like it's gonna be Henderson. Henderson's back. Thank God.
I don't love to hear that.
But yeah, I guess. Dang, yeah, he's not. Once
Just
again,
throw
I,
him in
I
anyway.
what's that?
Just start him anyway.
Bursic?
No, the injured guy. Just throw him in. I mean, Scott
Oh, talking about
Sterling out
Harrison
there.
good. Nah, I'm fine. He's just he's just a piece of the puzzle.
Piece of the puzzle. There you go.
Oh.
You love him, but you know I can handle Jamal Baptiste being out there.
Right, right. Yep.
That's my next guy up.
Mr. MKD,
Mr. MKD himself.
if you will. And yeah,
Really
there
just
it
had
is.
a great career here.
Right.
I mean, he was already. No, I loaned him in the first. Not the. Yeah, I loaned him in the first year we played as the Michael Smith counter
Uh-huh.
in the 21-22 season. And since then, he has just been phenomenal. He did have 2 years, the first 2 years in the Premier League, he did post under a 7 rating at a 6.93 and a 6.97. But other than that, he has just been freaking money.
Mm. God. There's a couple of suspensions that are just going to kick my butt here. Nardi's hurt, and then Trifonus is still suspended. I cannot believe he's been suspended this long.
You'd love to see that.
Ugh. So we'll see.
It's okay, I have Bartram suspended.
Hmm. I guess.
Harrison Good, obviously injured.
Yep, that puts him in there, which means it's gonna be him. So yeah, Morata's gonna have to play out of position there. That is what it is.
Hmm. Okay. Good enough.
Good enough.
Okay. Good enough. I just, I want Eminem on the pitch, but
Mm.
at what cost?
Mm.
Freddie D coming off, Eminem playing out of position. Do you want a untactically familiar Eminem, or do you want a tactically familiar Jubal?
Mm.
You know,
Yep. Yep.
tough.
Well, let's see what happens in the final. Good luck to you.
Likewise.
Should stream so get Joe Buck on the call. Sean Aikman.
Uh-huh. Tuning in here live in where are we? Yeah, Wembley.
Stadium.
Oh
Flown
wow,
over
we
this
have
stadium once, got a picture of it.
That's crazy.
from the aerial view.
There it is.
The teams have taken the pitch, and we are pause, and we are off.
Rainy day, looks like.
Oh, Cote down to Sergeant Wide. The weather, the slippery field. Got to learn the limits on that slippery field out there. With the wetness, makes that ball really roll for longer than you would think. So he's got to taper that down and get that range in. All right, we see a corner here, deflected outside the box, but another chance here. But the flag is up. Did I score?
Cargo is offside.
Here.
And then we go to a commercial break. We go back to a commercial break. And now we're in for a wide free kick over the bar.
Denali, the big money man for MKD, trying to get the Premier League title and back-to-back
John Jacquez here. You got Jubal up the right side. And way offsides Freddie D. Way offsides Freddie D.
Oh, is he?
Lord
Ah!
have mercy. Freddie D, get on sides. Give your guy a chance. Like, jeez.
No, we're just not on the
DLF.
same page.
Jubal. He's gonna swing it. John Jacquez. Oh, man.
Anderson.
Beautiful.
Rain does not affect his handling.
Not when you stick him.
Don't like that. Don't like that
terrible.
punt. Yeah. Not what you like to see. The high press causing issues already for Chelsea. The famous high press of MKD. Farkas. Oh, Freddie D with the flick on. Oh!
Luis Enrique. Hold on. That's the corner. That's a corner. Hello?
Offside, apparently.
Wow.
And Vandervoort got the ball well.
Brings it out to the LS. Play it Farkas. Don's really attacking this right side of the pitch here, and Jubal is just getting worked so far by Tyler Flory.
Morato having center back playing out of position here due to some injuries and suspensions. El Capitan. Reece James! Oh!
Vandervoort with just not able to corral the ball there. Tries to punch it away, and Mokoko takes advantage. In full clearance.
Takes advantage. Yeah, pretty dangerous cross from James. Did get all the way to the byline to pull it back. He's done that a lot through his career.
Speed kills. Here he is again.
Yeah, the captain needs to show up if Chelsea's gonna get a win here.
Oh no, Reece James.
Speaking of showing up!
Oh
no,
my God!
No way! That has to be something going on. The referee's flag is down, but you have to think that some kind of chicanery happened here.
How come the deflection? I thought it was clean.
Oh, I guess it is. I guess it was off the deflection. Oh, MK Dons with Tonali!
Oh, DLS. A real decent attempt off the left foot.
Great attempt there, absolutely. Now MK Dons putting on the pressure. This is not a team that goes out without a fight, that's for sure.
Well, not upset about that shot there, but I think we had some better options.
As Coach Billy Mack has said before, shoot is shoot.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Roberto Picado, Tomato. Picks up a yellow card. The first, well, not the first yellow card, but the first yellow card for MKD. And that's the end of the first half. Possession heavily in favor of MKD here. But two good crosses from Reece James. I guess they didn't count that second assist there. Okay, I guess it was Kirk.
I don't know if they counted either assist. Did they?
They gave Reece James an assist on the first one, which is kind of
really? Even with it being deflected by
It's an interesting call. But, let's see here.
Who's going to come off the pitch? And really get somebody. First one to make a mistake.
Chelsea going to be monitoring some players here. Got some yellow cards out. But so far,
you're going to come off, man.
Jubal has not, Jubal is posting a 6.6, so not a great game for him, what we've been used to. Really, that whole front line, actually, 6.2 from Castellano and Fabio Luis as well. Tonali, really the only one who's, trying to keep this team going so far. And we have an injury.
Reece James injured.
For the captain, Reece James. Not great. Hoping that the...
Good odds with 3 subs here. A little bit of a bold move. Not set up now to handle an injury themselves or a red card.
I felt they had to do it though, with some of the players playing the way they were.
Yes,
I
Bruno
can
Iglesias
understand that.
and Eminem come in as the shadow strikers. And then Mr. MK Dons himself, Jamal Baptiste, will replace Picado. Picado was my yellow card and having a poor performance.
Have it. And not a lot of good ratings all around. You know, you even look at the Chelsea backline, 6.5 for Kimpembe, 6.6 for Calafiori.
Yeah, you know, sloppy weather and
Sloppy weather, yep.
and some ugly
Sloppy
football.
BJ. Someone said that out loud. DLS! The weather definitely a factor here. That is absolutely sure.
Carabao. Really good ball by DLS to really stop that run. Kind of scary if he misses that.
Right.
That
is a scary moment, but that's interesting. Out the head there. Havertz been quiet.
Go on. Watch out for Fabio. He's thinking.
Oh. That pad. Oh goodness! You thought it was gonna dribble in. You thought it was just gonna find its way in out of happenstance, but not quite.
Let's Cargo. Oh, chance for him to get down on the counter.
And this is historically. Oh, Yona.
Yona. Great ball by Yona.
Isn't he a right back?
Yes, he is. I appreciate his work rate there. Farkas!
Acrobatics and defense here. The rain appears to let up.
Yona again.
Wow, what a tackle.
Yona.
Get this man a beer.
The Jew, he is Jewish. He is Israeli. I know that's...
Lord have mercy. You have time for a two-touch there. You have time for a two-touch.
He did have time.
Nobody around you.
Lord.
Jewish. What does that have to do with anything?
I just think it's worth noting that he's Jewish, that's all. Oh, Mejahead. Wait a second.
No.
Oh, okay.
Free kick.
I thought they were calling up him.
I thought so too.
Corner.
Hat. Cargo.
DLS, a human brick wall of crosses.
Come on, boys. Focus.
Calafiori just punts it forward. We'll do it there. It's not going to cut it.
With 13 minutes plus stoppage, MK Don really needs to get aggressive here. Come on, Baptiste.
Yeah, down 2-0 in the Carabao, the prestigious Carabao Cup. And trying to, Eminem!
Oh my God! What a save!
Dean Henderson, you are out of your mind.
My goodness. You will have a hard time finding a better save than that. Good grief. And we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 minutes to go. Chelsea subs in some midfielders there to give them fresh legs in the middle of the park. Here is one of them, Verscharen. Back to Calafiori. Back to Simon. Back to Calafiori.
Getting stuck in the corner. Jabal dispossessing. What are you doing, Jabal? Come on. You have a real chance there. And now you're just going to concede.
And now he's out of position. Yeah, not a great game from Jabal. It's definitely been said. DLS. Oh, no. Fair tackle, says the ref.
Oh, let's go, Valladolid.
Farkas with a good one.
Okay, we have a chance here. We have a chance here.
The skates are on. Oh, my goodness.
Eminem.
Oh, and he does it again. He does it again.
Coast, baby.
God.
Oh, my God.
Near post again. Good grief.
Oh, my God. Hey, let's go, boys. Hey, let's go, boys. Come on, 4 minutes extras. Come on. Okay, here we go. We'll take a highlight. I don't care.
Highlight is better than nothing.
Okay.
And Mukoko! Is that? I think that's...
Mokoko's off.
I think
I
that
thought
is
it
off.
looked good
The
to me.
DLS held him on. DLS held him on.
Let's see if he did. Let's see if he did. Craig Fowler talking with VAR, and it is awarded. DLS did hold him on. Yes, he did. And Moukoko, the $150 million man, comes through in a cup final.
Dean Henderson too. I mean, really just played a great game.
He did have a vintage Henderson game there, and that is it.
And the confetti will fall.
The blue confetti. I think this is the first cup victory for Chelsea over MKD. I think even the Community Shields. I think there was a Carabao Cup in the past that I think MKD won, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously the big one, the Champions League.
So y'all tied up y'all's record then. 11 and 2.
That's insane.
Yeah, 10-10-2.
10-10-2, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. We're doing cartwheels here. The team is doing cartwheels. Not thrilled with Reece James getting hurt there in the 52nd minute. Upper body injury though, so that's promising. Medjahed comes on in the 50th and puts up a 7.4 with a coast-to-coast magic goal. But ultimately, yeah, you look back, you got Fabio Luiz with a 6.1. You got JCC with a 6.2 and Bakoto with a 6.3. And reminds me of the Champions League final where there was too many holes to plug, where I just had some players just not playing their best games, and you hope that the players that come on can make up for it, but sometimes it's not how it goes. But GG.
TG indeed.
10-10-2, that's insane. Well, Chelsea won the... Oh, God. I can't believe I lost it last year to Sean.
Defending champion.
I was about to say, I think I won Bill won the Carabao Cup 2 seasons ago, and I won the Carabao Cup this season and my first season with Chelsea. So I in my mind, I'm like, man, I should have won the Carabao Cup 3 out of 4 years. But nope. Bristol City was too tough in that final. For sharing a goal, just couldn't quite get it done. Meanwhile, Bristol City with the win over Fulham. That's a big win.
Look, I was looking at my schedule. That's my first win in 11 games.
Wow.
And you lost XG 0.5 to 1.5. You scored 2 goals on 0.5.
That's home field, baby. That's home field.
Home cooking.
It's home cooking, yeah. The last team I beat was Fulham.
That's funny.
Then I beat Middlesbrough, and then I haven't won a Premier League game since August.
August? August, the start of the season.
That was a while ago.
It's the beginning of the season.
Am I sitting at 3 wins? Do I?
You have 4.
Really...
You have 4 wins.
Okay.
4 wins.
Oh, burn them.
You remember how the season started out? Like you were 2-0 or something? We're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey, Bristol City, they're going for it. They're going for it.
I've only beaten the 18th and 20th and 19th.
Hey, those are the games you gotta win, damn it. You gotta win those games. If you're gonna stay up, you gotta send them down.
Oh my god.
I mean, obviously it's the last season anyway, but I think you're pretty safe in relegation given that Fulham has 11 points. Oh god. Hey, you gotta win the Euro 2, Barry. I'm rooting for you to win the Euro 2.
Okay.
Come on, you gotta do it. I need Sean Bear to hoist a real trophy besides the Carabao Cup.
Sky Bet Championship?
Oh, that's fair.
I don't think I won
Burnley,
that
right?
one.
That was Burnley. You set the record, right? You had the most points with
Oh
Burnley. Yeah,
yeah,
you did win
yeah.
that. That's true. That is a trophy. That is your
A new trophy.
that is a trophy. Yep. That's a good one. Championship's a good trophy to have. Come on, you can get two, Bear. Come on, you can get two, or you can get three. Actually, you got the Carabao Cup.
I
It's
got
under your
head
name.
coach of the month.
You did?
Yeah, and Burnley.
Oh,
A bum, a Bumley.
head coach of the year, you mean?
Uh, hold on. What
Yeah, that's it.
rankings?
It was Chelsea in 27, Milton Keynes in 28, Bristol City in 29, and 2030 Chelsea again.
Uh,
Uh,
no, head coach of the month. Uh,
yeah.
Staff meeting. Shh. Who knows?
Yeah, I was thinking like as a sports fan, I always think like October is like one of the best months to be a sports fan because football's going, baseball's in the playoffs, NBA's kind of getting going, soccer's going, um, college football too, obviously. But I think like February is like one of the worst months
Yeah.
because there's no March Madness. You haven't even got to college basketball. There's no football anymore. All football's done. Yeah, outside after the Super Bowl. You know, baseball hasn't even started. The NBA is like kind of getting closer to where games are kind of starting to matter, but it's really more March, April.
Right.
Um, I mean, really, it's just like just like Premier League soccer that's going on right now. That's of Champions League. Like right now, like we're at March 5th right now. Of any note going on?
Yeah,
But I
it's not
definitely
ideal.
I feel a dull. I feel like a dud because I'm used to following either Texan stuff or just football stuff or just general.
Yeah, if you're like either a big college basketball fan, you can get through,
Mm-hmm.
or if you're really into like regular season baseball, which means you have like a mental health disorder, then you can get through. But yeah, I think it's definitely the low point of the season
Right.
or the year.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about like it's like when is the I feel like October is like one of the best ones. It's like the worst one.
March
February.
15th opens free agency for the NFL,
There you go. There you go.
or to see what
What do you
happens.
think the what would you do if you were the Bears?
Um, Interesting question that you just posed to me. Um, I don't know. I didn't watch them enough to
Right.
come to a real conclusion. I don't think as highly as Justin Fields as Newton does,
Newton,
but
we should send him a
also
jersey. We should send him a jersey.
true, true. Um, this is a FA Cup Wednesday game. Is it a sim or a play?
I'm good with Sim. What about you, Bear?
I don't have a game.
Oh, are you out of the FA Cup?
I'm out. I'm out. I got beat by like Man City in the third round or something. Oh, Arsenal. In the third round.
Arsenal came to town and kicked butt and took names. Huh?
It was only 1-0 though. Thanks. Good
Yeah,
look
I
at
thought I
my
thought you had a chance. Yeah, I thought there was a puncher's chance there.
1-0 in extra time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh God. So
Yeah.
yes.
The thing is like, if the only way I would consider drafting Caleb Williams, first of all, I'm not real high on Caleb Williams.
Right.
Um, put that on record so y'all can laugh at me later. But I'm not still sold on him. But if that's what you are sold on, the only way I would do it is if you can get something for Justin Fields in return. Like, I think if you go out and just get Caleb Williams at number 1 overall after getting Justin Fields at, what was he drafted?
Up there,
Yeah.
top 5, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think top 5, right?
Yeah,
Let me
he's
see.
up there.
Oh, he's 11th. Okay, so,
11. Okay, still pretty high, but
but yeah, definitely. I mean, they traded up to the Giants to get him.
yeah.
And so I think turning around and going Caleb Williams 3 years later is bad. And so
Right.
I think but if there's a team out there that'll give you a first round pick for Justin Fields, like a late first rounder, um,
Yeah.
like let's say the Patriots
Uh
will
huh.
give you their next year's first round draft pick, and they get Justin Fields, and then they can go and get the Marvin Harrison kid, and then they have Justin Fields, Marvin Harrison in New England with their new coaching staff.
Mhm.
That could be exciting for them. But if you're gonna go Caleb Williams and then roll into training camp with Justin Fields and Caleb Williams on your roster, that doesn't feel good.
Mhm.
That feels really bad. It's gonna be a toxic environment. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't think Justin Fields is the guy, so I don't see the point in prolonging it.
Fair. Fair.
Like I've said it, say it again. I think that with exception of like catching lightning in a bottle, if you don't have a world-class quarterback, you're just not going to be there. And I know there's exceptions to that. I know Eli won two. I
Yep.
know like Colin Kaepernick got to a Super Bowl.
Yep.
I
Foles
know
won one. Yep.
Nick frickin' Foles has been there. I know that
Matt Ryan got there. Yep.
Goff was 1 game away from being there this
Yep.
year. Like
Goff was there.
there's some guys that can get you there, but if you just want to be a team that's in the discussion every year, which every team does, like nobody just wants to be a splash in the pan,
Right.
then you have to get you like a stud. You got to get you a guy that can get it done. And I think that you see enough in the first 3 or 4 years to kind of have your mind made up.
Yeah.
And I think like the team around them wasn't crazy, but they also weren't awful. You can tell me that the offensive weapons the Bears had wasn't that much worse than what the Texans had.
Right. Yeah.
And Stroud went out and like was an MVP finalist. And Justin Fields had DJ Moore, who
Yep.
you can't even make a case to me that him alone makes the Bears a better receiver room than ours is. Like DJ
Yeah.
Moore is so much better than Nico Collins is.
Yep.
And yeah, that team just was pretty decent, and he couldn't get it done.
Yeah. And then they had flashes of like, oh hey, the Bears had a good game there. They actually threw it to DJ Moore. They got some stuff going. I think they beat like, yeah, I mean, but they were beating up bum teams. They beat the the Commies. On one Thursday night game we saw they beat the Commies.
8-0.
I'll take it. We'll take it. Fulham, I gave a whooping on them after you beat them. Poor Fulham. God, jeez. Poor
It's barely
bastards.
still the FA Cup. What the hell?
Yeah.
And if I'm Justin Fields, I don't like. I'm fine with that.
Mm,
Like I'm fine with them letting me move on because maybe getting a new coaching staff, maybe getting a new just change of
philosophy.
scenery. It's
Yeah.
it's it's the it's the same. I mean, we just mentioned Jared Goff. Like him getting to move on and go somewhere else, it's been the best part of his career, you know.
Yep.
And maybe that's what the change is going to need to be. Um,
Yeah.
but
I agree. I think if you're not like the Cardinals are kind of the same situation where Kyler is not good enough to be like the guy that you're gonna need that's gonna take you into the postseason and do it. But you know that's like I guess some teams are just like well we'll just keep him anyway. We spent the pick on him. We invested in him. We know he's okay. Yeah, let's just keep going. But it's like you just kind of have to keep rolling the dice until you get that guy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, just keep rolling dice, and eventually it's going to hit a 7. And it's just like, I don't understand why teams continue to not like
Yeah.
take a chance. Just take a chance. And
Seventh round
eventually you're
pick.
going to hit
Seventh
the
round
Patrick
pick. Take a
Mahomes.
chance. Yep.
You're going to pick the guy that's just going to get you to the show. The Josh Allens,
Josh
the
Allen. Yep.
Burrows. Eventually you're just going
Herbert.
to hit on something. And like then you're all of a sudden every year from the rest of like next decade you're going to be at least going into the season able to like put together an argument of why you're going to be in the playoffs. Right now, going into next year, I can't even like take a legitimate an argument that a Bears fan could make of why they're going to be winning the division. You know,
Yep.
and that's not a fun spot to be in, but that's where they are.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I don't know.
but the other option, which is an option, is trade down.
Mhm.
Because if you're keeping Justin Fields, you don't need to be the number 1 pick.
Right.
You can go ahead and let somebody
Let the commies
do
trade up.
yeah, let them give you 4 first rounders. Let them go Caleb Williams, and then you can still go the Marvin Harrison kid. You can still go and like trade away some of those future. Like they can pull like a Texan scenario. They can pick number
Mhm.
2 and number 3.
Mhm.
You know,
Yep. Ugh, that was such a good draft. Good God.
defensive and offensive player of the year.
I mean, how can you write it any better? Yeah, we're gonna trade up, and we're gonna draft 2 and 3 this year. We're
Hmm.
putting our chips in. We think it's these two guys. Oh, yep. Turns out they're the best rookies in their class.
Yep.
Don't get much better than
But yeah,
that.
like if the Patriots wanted Caleb Williams and they wanted to jump over the commies because another like a lineman,
Right.
that Notre Dame kid or whatever, you can go a lot, and then all of a sudden like I can see some excitement. You got DJ Moore, you got Cole Kmet, you've got Marvin Harrison Jr., you got this Justin Fields, you got a new, tackle or edge rush or something, and then all of a sudden, like even though I'm not big on Fields, I can at least see, okay, if he can't get it done there, then it's off the table, right? He's never gonna get it done. But what's nice about it is, let's say he doesn't get it done with that team, and they end up, picking early in the next draft, and they have all this draft capital. They can just take the best quarterback coming out next year, and that guy comes into a way better scenario because it's got Marvin Harrison Jr. and like the other
Mhm.
pieces. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. To can y'all pause or something for a second, or just stop? I guess I got kicked out for some reason. Maybe like I DC'd for a second, and
DC, IDC, yeah.
then and then somehow I am on. I don't know why I let Karen do this, but she put on like Korean keyboard onto my computer. Windows key plus. Okay, good. I switched it back. So it's like I'm trying to type in pirates to get back in the server, and it's just putting up Korean letters.
That ain't
And
gonna work.
it is not. I'm typing in pirates in English, but it's not showing up. So okay, I'm back in now, so that's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, in a world that the Bears can pick, like they can go and find a way to have 2 picks in the top 4, and they can go Marvin Harrison Jr. and then that Notre Dame tackle,
Mm-hmm.
the Joe Alt guy. That could be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's true.
What I want, here's what I want. Okay,
Mm,
this would. I mean, let's shift gears off the Bears. Cause screw the Bears.
yeah.
What I want, man, man, it's gonna be hard to keep my cool on this. Okay, what I want is for us, and by us, I'm talking about the three of our team,
That's right.
the
That's
Houston
right.
Texans, all three of us.
That's right.
I want us we still have like some pretty good draft capital, so we're currently picking at 23. Um, I would like to trade away the 23 pick and then one of
Mm,
these future picks that we have from the Deshaun Watson trade and move up to, I don't know, the 7 or 8 range.
mm,
And I want Brock Bowers. And don't bring back that freaking bum.
mm.
Don't bring back Dalton Schultz.
Yep.
Give me Brock Bowers. Give me Brock Bowers.
Mm,
Give me Nico Collins. Give me Tank Dell. Let's pick up Curtis Samuel and let's
mm-hmm.
run it.
Mm.
That excites me. Because, like, obviously I'm not a Dalton Schultz guy.
Right.
I've said
Right.
that. I would be more on board with Dalton Schultz at 4 to 5 to 6 million. The Cole Kmet price.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we're getting Cole Kmet, Hunter Henry production
Right. Right.
for
For double, triple.
nearly Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey costs, right? Like,
Right.
I would rather, you know, get a rookie deal Brock Bowers type kid. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be nice. Yep, I agree.
that would be a good old time right there.
Yep, I can't disagree with that. I cannot. That would be something. Hmm.
Well, I gotta go pretty heavy rotation on this game because
Yep, Champions League is next. Champions. Yep, me too. I got some. The subs are in.
are we playing this one or
What do you think, Bear?
Uh, I can try to sim it.
Oh, you already pressed start. You think?
Oh, I guess it's letting me sim.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
it's
change.
like I don't know if it locked me out, but
I don't know if it's gonna let you sim if you've already submitted through, right? You can
well,
play it.
no. I mean, I'm on the tactics page. Uh, I try to reload it. It'll probably be faster.
Okay.
I know I never seen this bug before.
The bugs.
Usually
It's
doesn't
got the
even take us
bug
this
on
far.
me.
Oops. Shouldn't have quit the game and go to the start screen.
Have you been looking at any of the mock drafts? I know it's way too early, but
A couple, but yeah, not too much.
uh,
I look every day.
a fight at Incarnate Ward basketball team, Steven.
What? Oh God.
35 minutes ago.
Oh
Against Texas
dear.
A&M Commerce. Where the hell is that? Is that the Panthers?
Not sure what that is.
Might get some basketball players coming in to check out their hands. Hands thrown.
Yeah, I'm not. That's not great. Not what you want to see. There wasn't. I mean, I don't usually watch like the first take kind of stuff too often, but there was a decent point I thought I'd bring up to. It was like, who's going to be the face of the NBA once Curry and LeBron and KD, kind of that generation of players, are done? And one of the guys was like, nobody. I don't see any of the young guys that have like the fire and want it The way like LeBron wanted it, and Kobe wanted it, and Jordan wanted it. Wanted all that pressure and kind of just to live that life. You got Anthony Edwards, which people would say, sure, maybe, but he's, over here in the skills challenge doing everything left-handed. It's like, okay, and he's telling, texting people to abort it. I don't know if he's like exactly the best option there.
Yeah.
Ja, obviously. I mean, maybe he turns it around, but not great.
What's wrong with y'all?
Well, Difference
No, I
of,
don't.
the NBA thinks there's something wrong with Ja. I'll go with that. I'll say that. And I don't think that, foreign-born players, we still see basketball as an American sport, and yes, there are some excellent foreign-born players, but, I mean, in general, we're going to gravitate, like anybody would, we're going to gravitate towards the Americans in general there. So.
Yeah, it is tough because like the next like elite, at least the way I look at it, is
Right.
the three foreigners.
Right. Yeah, Giannis.
Luka, Jokic, and Giannis. Like,
Yep.
and
The
even
best
Wemby
players.
now, like he'll be the next big name, and he's
Man, he's as
obviously
French as could
one of
be.
the.
Oui, oui, mademoiselle.
Have you seen like mock NBA draft stuff?
No, not really.
Wow! Like this next year, 6 of the top 10 are projected to be foreigners.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, it's global, man. It's a global sport. Which and also too, like, yeah, I'm worried for Team USA basketball, like, going forward,
Okay,
like
so the
Olympics kind of stuff.
projected number one pick, a kid named Alexander Sarr. He's French, 18 years old,
There
plays for
you go.
Perth.
There you go.
Another 18-year-old French plays for JL Bourg-en-Bresse. Zachary Rissiker.
Hmm.
Spurs are projected to take a Serbian. That
Hmm.
number, I mean, they're number 3 pick. They're projecting that it might be the Spurs.
Right.
Nikola Topic. And then finally, you have a guy that's playing in the G League, Ron Holland, at 18 years old. Decided not to play in the league. Another American. But yeah, I mean, it's just Lithuanian American, number 7. Matis Buzelis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to continue to be that way. Tidjane Salouan, French power forward.
Another French. We're gonna lose to
Cameroon,
France.
Ives Missy.
Huh. We're gonna lose to this French team at some point.
Some point soon.
Yeah.
That's another Cameroon guy in the NBA Academy Africa.
Huh.
Ulrich Chomchi.
Chumchi. Interesting.
They're trying to get more obviously NFL global, and they're
Right.
trying to do the same thing, dude. We're as soon as part of the world finds out about how much money there is in NFL football and decides to take it seriously, gosh, some of the freaking linemen we're gonna see coming from the rest of the world.
D line, yeah.
Oh man,
Cornerbacks. Imagine some African cornerback. You can't shake him. Yeah.
yes.
God. Yep. Money will bring them. The money will bring them.
Cause like
At
you
some
see these
point.
strongman competitions,
Right.
and it's not Americans that are
Nope.
winning it.
Yep.
Like that Bjorn, whatever that guy's name is from the
Mm-hmm.
Hunger Games, that guy, like wherever he's from, his hometown,
Yeah.
like
Iceland or
to
Norway
resurrect
or.
Bill Belichick's career, he needs to go knock on the like he just needs to go door to door knocking in Bjorn's hometown.
Yeah. Oh man.
Australian in the top 20.
Huh.
I guess that's kind of American, right?
Yeah, but still, it's not quite there.
A German Brazilian, Tristan da Silva.
Huh.
What a nationality, German
Right.
Brazilian.
That is interesting.
Switzerland player, 26, Kaishan George.
Oh gosh, all foreign. Good grief.
Swedish, Bobby Klintman.
Does all the players suck? They're just saying that all the players that are in the college basketball world right now are not as good as Bobby Klintman from Switzerland. You'd rather
That's
have Klintman from Switzerland than the number
well,
one guy from Kentucky or Kansas or wherever.
that's the problem, right? Is like number one guy from Kentucky, which is this Rob Dillingham, the point guard there. He is projected to go number 6.
Mm,
The kid from Colorado, the Cody Williams kid, he's projected to go number 5. So
a
there's
couple
a
in there.
couple guys there that are projected to do pretty well. But the thing is whenever like the best predictor for the future is the past, and so when the past tells us that picking the top player from foreign leagues has proven to be pretty dang good, then like teams are going to copy paste that, right? Whereas yeah, college level like Zion was kind of a stud, and then
Yep.
he hasn't been, and that sort of thing kind of happens pretty regularly, where it's just like
Right.
college isn't
Shabazz
really
Napier, amazing. Won the championship for UConn there. He was lights out. Like,
what's it, Frank
oh yeah, Frank Kaminsky.
Kaminsky or
Yep.
whatever. Yeah, like they don't really set up. But meanwhile, Giannis stud, Luca stud, Wimby is proven to be a stud, and these are all guys that we saw a healthy bit of before. I mean, Giannis, I guess he wasn't dominant
Right.
um, before he got here, but a lot of these guys that we're seeing dominate at a professional level overseas, because I think what we need to see is what we need to see like a Kentucky or a Duke play against the Perth Wildcats.
Mm,
And then we'll figure out like, okay, which level of competition is higher?
right.
Because then all of a sudden, like you judge it differently. But nobody knows what's a higher level of ball. And so this kid that's projected number 1 playing for the Perth Wildcats, is that a higher level of competition than the ACC?
Probably, I would say. I think I would say yes. And
Right.
maybe I guess the
So
scouts do too.
yeah, so putting up 17 points a game
In
as an
Perth.
18-year-old in Perth,
Right.
a little bit more impressive than putting up 14 and a half at Duke.
Right. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. It's. But yeah. And also mentality too. I mean, you probably know better than most since you work with youth. I kind of work with older. I mean, like 20s. I mean, you
Right.
do too. You do too, obviously. But like, I mean, is the mentality kind of changed? Do you think, as far as like, we were growing up, yeah, it's kind of like Kobe mentality of like, win at all costs. This is your life. You put everything into this kind of thing. Sacrifice everything for it. Whiplash style.
Hmm.
Are you seeing that as much, or is that kind of like changed at all, or is that just me being an old guy?
I think at the I think it's both. Like I do think widespread um like yes, I do think that it has changed widespread. Like if you took the average person.
Hmm.
However, I will say like the freaks, the like work around the clock, the Kobe's, the
Right.
Serena Williams,
Tom
the
Brady's.
Tom Brady's, the Tiger Woods, the people that just like dedicate their life to. I think those kids still exist out there, right? Like I think there still are some people that are dedicated to maybe an unhealthy level to their craft,
Hmm.
and I think so there's going to be outliers and anomalies, but I would say across the board, yeah, I do think it's just a different era, different group of people.
Not quite as ambitious, you think, or
Yeah, not quite as ambitious. Commitment is a thing. Like even outside of sports, we see it. I mean, you guys play into the statistic, but like the average person that's getting married is getting married into their 30s now, right?
yeah.
Uh, Meanwhile, like LeBron, Kobe, all the people from the one generation above, like not even that, but like your parents, right?
Yeah.
Like my parents, people used to just get committed at an earlier age, and now statistics would show maybe that wasn't a good idea because divorce rates are really, really high, right? And so
Yeah.
I think the commitment of, and we're seeing it with the transfer portal, we're seeing it with a lot of things where people just are lacking that commitment. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I just speak for myself that like our college tennis team now, which I try to watch. I try to stick over there and watch them when they have matches like during the week or something. But I mean, it was still like a lot of foreigners even when I played. Like we had a guy from France and a guy from Mexico and a guy from Spain. But we also had a couple American guys. Like they were like we had like 4 international. We had like 4 American people. And now it's just like, God, you're lucky to see one American guy there. We have one American guy that I think plays 5, and he's a graduate student. He's 26 years old.
God.
And he's good, I guess, for 26, playing against 20-year-old guys. I mean, everyone's old now. I mean, same for college football. It's ridiculous how old these guys are. But, uh, but he's the only American guy that's like, oh, he can kind of hang with these guys. Everyone else is from Brazil, or one of the guys from Argentina, one guy was from somewhere in Europe, and we had one random guy from Central Catholic here in town, and one state twice, and he plays like I think 6 or 4 somewhere in there.
It's just a cultural thing right now. Like,
Right.
Are we playing this game?
Yes, we
I have
are.
to.
Yes, we are. This is
I'm
the
at home against
Champions
a
League.
must-win Champions League game. Yeah.
Alright.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm in my champion.
Oh,
But
that's right. That's right. That's right. You're Champions League too, Bear. That's right. You're at SK Sturm Graz, 4th in
right.
the Austrian Premier Division. Hey, don't sleep on
I'm not sleeping.
him. Crap. Stop being hurt, people. Just
yeah,
play.
I think the time of just the stories we would hear of some of these legends where it's just like, Michael Jordan would be out there shooting hoops until his mom
He
told him
couldn't
to go
shoot
to
anymore.
bed or whatever, and like,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of every practice, Kobe would make 1,000 shots or something. I don't
Right.
remember what it was,
Right.
but he had some
Yeah.
sort, and like these sort of times, it's just like I don't know that we're gonna get back to that. I think, like maybe some of the advancements in training and like stretching and medicine and stuff like that, we're gonna see some crazy things, but like somebody just going out there and grinding it out, like I don't even want to know how many times Tiger Wood has swung a golf club.
Right.
Like it's multiple millions, like
Yep.
a crazy amount of times. Um, and now like somebody might get to a high level, a similar level that he's playing at, swinging it like 10% of the times because they have all these like analytics and these like swing coaches and these like patterns and then these tools and all these things. And so like maybe you can kind of get to that level with less time. But as far as just somebody going out there and grinding it out, I see the teenagers I deal with, I don't see that in their game. I don't see um, them just getting after it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, even like for my grade, like I remember. I mean, I wasn't really like friends with like CJ Commander, but I did know like how hard he worked at being a catcher for baseball.
Right.
And like, okay, like it wasn't like for me because I was obviously working really hard at tennis. It was like, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, this is normal. He's working really hard at being a catcher. I'm working really hard at tennis. Like it wasn't like stunning that he was doing that too. Um, But yeah, it just feels like now, like more of the norm is, yeah, like you said, just kind of less, I guess. But yeah, in some ways it's good. I think yeah, it kind of got too maniacal. We kind of forget. I feel like we lionize Kobe and Jordan probably a little too much, not realizing how kind of they were kind of monstrous in a lot of ways, the way they dealt with other people, and you don't hear much about Kobe talking. Michael Jordan made sure that his wife that he was married to during his whole run there with the Bulls is not mentioned at all. Doesn't have a voice.
Right.
And his whole what was it, the Last Dance documentary? I mean, well, you were married the whole time, but nope, she didn't exist. It's like, okay, well, what's going on there?
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. It's not all butterflies there. So there should be a balance there, though. I would think. And it seems like the foreigners have the balance right.
Yeah.
And the Americans are going too far in the let me shoot this drill left-handed. I couldn't believe he did that.
Yep. And that's what it is like the grind of just, putting hundreds of hours into something has gone away, and it's kind of been taught that what's more efficient is to, instead of doing 100 hours working on your craft, do 10 hours with the coach. And there is some truth to it, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
practicing bad form for 100 hours isn't good, but like only being on the court or the field or whatever your competition is, whenever there's a coach out there, it's also like not the move.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think it's maybe it'll pivot again. I wish, like, I don't know. I wish that some of the social media stuff kind of came around a little bit sooner. I say that, but I don't know what negative effect it would have had on me. But like, there's stuff today that like I will go watch. Like I'm playing a lot of basketball now, so I will go on Instagram or on YouTube and I'll like watch drills or like shot techniques and stuff, and then I get to go up to the gym and work on it. And then back when I started playing tennis again, or when I was coaching, I would find drills and different clinics that are put on by like the USC head coach, different like coaches from all around, and they put out these videos and these like 8-minute proper grip techniques and different things like that. That I wish, because I was kind of, my effort wasn't what y'all's were, but like if I had more resources and I had more, like, I definitely didn't lack the competitive drive, right? Like, I hate freaking losing at anything, right? So give me the opportunity to up the game, and I would have gone after it. So there's some of those things where I think if we had more of those resources, that would have been exciting, Because like one of the things, like we've talked about this before, one of the things Coach Davis taught us, was good high school coach, not a great tennis coach, one of the things that he always taught me on the forehand was like keep your wrist very stiff. Like stiff all the way through, right? And now the teaching is like that wrist has to be loose, man. It's more the cracking of a whip. It's that slapping, like you're slapping the ball. It was like, keep a firm wrist, keep a firm wrist. And now it's like firm wrist, you're gonna freaking get laughed out of here. And there was no way outside of like hiring a coach, which didn't have the resources for, because Jimmy Allen wasn't gonna teach you a loose wrist, right? And so. Like I honestly, truly do not understand how or why I learned how to do a kick serve, because neither one of those made right? And now when I go out there and play, like I only do a kick serve, so I don't know where I learned that from, right? But like if we had social media and these like tennis warehouse, or not tennis warehouse, one of these tennis channels had like massive YouTube channel, and put out content every day, and they put out drills and then just like general clinics and stuff. And it's so freaking good. Wish I could have had some of that.
Yeah, I didn't really properly learn how to volley until I was 28, I think. I watched one of those videos, like you said, and Sean and I had learned, and Coach Davis taught it wrong too. They all taught us the wrong way to volley. It's like, why do we suck at volleying? Because, well, we learned the wrong way the whole time. We're doing literally the opposite of what we should be doing.
Wait, you know how to volley now?
I do now. I still don't.
Well, he can tell you how. I mean,
I can walk you through it, but that don't mean necessarily I could do it. Obviously, I haven't played in a while, but I remember when I started replaying again, I played like 4.5, 4.0 tournaments, and I watched some of that stuff, like you said, and I was like, oh my god, there's all this stuff. And that was one of them. I was like, oh my god, it's been wrong the whole time.
What was wrong?
Basically, the best way I can explain it without just talking here, but so I was taught by Coach Davis and Coach Gamble, who was like also, he was like a D2 at best tennis player, the best we could afford. I got a couple lessons with him. He also taught us stiff wrist. He also taught a closed stance forehand, so it was like you're standing, perpendicular to the baseline instead of parallel. But I mean, whatever. We did better than we probably should have anyway, but by a mile.
And
but
people still close stance.
Yeah, I mean, if that's good. It's
not
right,
the meta.
Right. You're only gonna get so far. It's good if you're a beginner and you're just trying to hit the ball over the net. Then great, sure, go for it. But if you're trying to play at a higher level, then yeah, it's not gonna go great. But basically, how I was taught to volley is, let's say it's a forehand volley.
Yep.
I was taught that your left leg goes forward.
Yeah.
So you step forward with your left, and you just kind of hinge your right arm forward, kind of, towards the ball. That's it. So like left leg forward, hinge forward, like just kind of like almost like you're punching at the ball.
Punch the ball.
And the same for the opposite, your backhand, the right leg forward, punching the ball with the backhand.
You remember how Coach Davis would teach us?
Tell me, I forgot.
There was a triangle.
Ah.
So your left foot, your right foot, and then he would put a dot on the ground in front of you. And so on the backhand volley, your right foot needs to go to that third dot up top. On the forehand volley, your left foot goes to that third dot up top. So it's like that step forward that you're talking about. Yeah.
So there you go. And how, at least, I mean, of course, I'm not saying this guy was 100% correct. But what I started doing again, and I started actually volleying good. I was like, oh, that's what's supposed to happen. Okay, so obviously there's some volleys where the ball's coming at you so fast that all you can do is put your racket out. Yeah. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, hey, this is a volley that I should be able to put away, and Sean and I, time and time again, would put this ball straight into the tape, straight into the net, because we're doing what that guy said. We're not getting enough effort behind it. We're just taking that step. We're only putting in a little bit of momentum forward, which is stopping when our front foot hits the ground, and we're just using that little hinge. So we're just hoping that soft ball that's coming over the net is going to give us the power, and it never did, and we always hit in the tape. So what you were supposed to do, at least according to the video, is that instead of stepping forward with your left leg for that forearm volley, you're actually stepping forward with your right leg first, putting your weight onto your right leg, so now all your power is on the right side of your body, and then you step forward with the left leg. Your motion of your body pushes onto the left leg with the arm, and all of that you guide the volley to where you want to go. So it's not a static movement where it's just one step, bang. It's actually like two steps. You take one step to the right and then a step forward. And at the same time you're taking the step forward, you're trying to swing at the ball. Right there. So I started doing that when I started playing, and I would come to the net and be like, oh, hey, that one was good. That went where we're supposed to go. I didn't hit it in the net. Oh my God. And yeah, like you said, there's just a lot of free data out there that obviously we didn't have any access to. We were the generation right before that. And I kind of did the best I could with that, just like watching Federer or any kind of video I could see of like Leighton Hewitt back in the day, and I would just kind of watch them swing and be like, oh, okay, let me try to imitate that. That's really, as much as I did anything, was like trying to get to that level of
so would everybody else, and that's why we show up to practice. Everybody's one-handed backhanded and using an Eastern grip forehand like Federer. And it's like, well, that's the anomaly.
Yeah, there's a lot of details you're missing there just by watching.
Apparently, Allison Trigg watched a lot of Nadal videos. Forehand grip.
Oh God, Trigg.
But I do think some of that's a lost art now. Of like, kids aren't like watching, any sport for the sake of like seeing form. They're watching it to see like all the style. They're like, oh, this little step back, oh, like the celebrations, all that. Whereas like I just remember I watched every Grand Slam for like an 8-year run there.
Yeah.
Not just for the entertainment, but like I want to see like how these guys are playing, and this is like the way to kind of just by watching it, you kind of pick up on some of it, some of the technical things, some of the, like one of the things like early on, I just always thought you just hit the ball into the open court, right? That's always the right move, hit the ball
Right.
into the open
Right.
court. And then you watch some of these rallies where they got a guy moving from left to right, and then they go like to their off foot, right? And so kind of hitting it back behind the player. And it was just always the funniest thing for me to watch. Like the player like stretches out for a wide forehand, right? And then he starts sprinting to the backhand side, assuming the ball's gonna go to the backhand. And then the dude just goes back cross court, and it's like, wait, why would you hit right to him? Well, because his whole momentum is moving the other way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so it's like, yeah, it's just watching some of those things you pick up on. You're like, oh yeah, that was cool. You know. I don't think that many people are watching. Even when I was coaching tennis just a few years ago, I would ask like, I would tell the kids, hey, y'all watching the Australian Open? Y'all watching this or that?
Right.
Did y'all see this Carlos Alcaraz kid? And they're like, who? I'm like, you're freaking kidding me. Get out of here. Like, I don't, how? That's a little bit of a lost art for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's true.
I'll tell you what though, Feyenoord over here.
On fire.
Oh, they are, man.
Feeling the
They
wrath.
enjoyed it. They enjoyed it. For the 2 weeks that they.
That 0-0 was the highlight of the season.
Man, I tell you what.
What's the score?
8-0.
8! Oh God! You watched every goal
somebody.
go down.
They had somebody sent off in the 76th. Insult to injury there, and I scored 2 more after that.
Don't you ever forget?
Sending a message to the rest of the
Ever
division.
forget what happened? Feyenoord had the audacity to draw against us. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, thankfully, I am up 3-0. This is a funny game because I'm playing against all my former players. They have Chilwell, who's playing against me. They have Neto, who was on my Wolves team. He was actually one of my better players on my Wolves team. It's just all players I've coached before. But thankfully, up 1-0 here and 3-0 on aggregate. So fortunate to go into Barcelona and get the W. How's Bristol City doing?
I won 3-0
Oh yes.
on the road, embarrassing them in front of their home crowd.
The mighty Robins. Lest they forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played pretty well against them, thankfully. Over 2 legs. Although I just noticed that Barcelona's like 4th in La Liga, so they're not even really that good this year. Somehow Real San Sebastian is like 6 points clear at the top. They might actually win the Spanish division, which would be pretty stunning. Yep, Bristol City with a 3-0 win. Love to see it.
Got 11 million for that win. Cool.
Yeah, same.
You're obviously familiar with Patrick. I don't really know how to say his last name. Mortagalu.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mortagalu. Serena Williams, coach.
Yep.
He has a pretty active YouTube channel that he posts on, like almost weekly. And a lot of times it's just like he has a videographer that will just record his session that he's given to some freaking kid. And it's just like a 30-minute private lesson basically that you're just getting to listen in and watch on. And
Yeah.
this is the guy that's like actively coaching Holger Rune right now, and like many other pros.
Yeah.
And if you can get past his heavy French accent,
Right. Right.
just watching the 30-minute video, it's like you're getting the equivalent of like a $500 lesson.
Yeah.
Just
Literally.
watching it. So, of course, it's tough because like the mechanics he's correcting on these kids might be different mechanics than you have, or that you're trying to correct on one of your students. But like, there's enough meat there. You can spit out the bones and chew the meat and get a lot out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Dang.
remember a time I watched I don't know, I feel like the information today is available if you want to be good at something. I mean, there's a wealth of knowledge that's just for free that you can, if you wanted to be good at something, you can look it up and learn it and practice it and become good. Um, why people don't do that for free and why people, I don't know, why I don't do it. I know. I don't know why people in general don't.
Why don't you do it?
I'm lazy,
Well, maybe that's everyone else too.
comfortable. Uh, no,
Yeah.
Hmm. It's not fun anymore. It was maybe fun when I was younger.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'd rather scroll on YouTube Shorts.
God, yeah. That's
I mean, it's
mainly
tough,
my
right? Because
existence.
like what I enjoyed from that and what carried over to me now as a 32-year-old wasn't just like I like watching tennis, right? But I'm not in love with the game. Like certain parts of it I am, but
Yeah.
it's more the competition. Like I have like when I don't do something competitive for longer than like 2 or 3 months, I start like getting this itch of like, what can I do? What can I do? Can I go play some pickleball? Can I go play some basketball? Go join another League of Legends league? Like I got to do something
Hmm.
because I have this like competitive drive, and it lessens year after year, right? Like it gets less and less to where I it just burns at me, but it's still there. Like I'm gonna be the guy that at 60 is like finding something competitive to do, you know? And it doesn't always have to be like straight up a physical competition, like League of
Yeah.
Legends is not that, but like it's gonna be something because I'm just a sweat at my core. And so, um, you know, at what you're saying, like, yes, the laziness of like not wanting to get out there and get good at tennis again, it definitely exists. But I don't know that I'm ever going to like fully abandon that desire to compete. Like I'm always
Right.
looking for a way to compete. And sometimes it's like in annoying things where I'm in the living room and I challenge Kayla to a game of horse on our little Tykes basketball ball, and then I actually take it serious and like won't let her beat me. You know, sometimes she gets 3 letters on me, and I'm like, all right, this ain't working. So now I've got to try hard. Um, and it's just that's something that's no matter how much the laziness of of actually the physical side of it, I don't know how to shake that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we saw that with League, right? Like, we couldn't buy a younger guy,
Right.
the generation below us who would take League as seriously as the three of us did. Like, hey, we're here to win. All right, we're drafting champions not because they look cool or they have a cool skin or they can do outplays. We're drafting Siver and Orn and Leona and Zach, and we're gonna win this game, and we're gonna win the title.
And Jarvin.
And Jarvan.
Dude, we
And
lost
Jarvan.
every game with Jarvan.
That's why I'm making the meme.
The
I
meme.
tried. I tried.
Hey, I do remember one really good Jarvan game when we were
One.
one. I know it was one.
I don't.
We were playing against. Oh, it was in the Ivars League, and we set this up. It was like one of the best plays we ever did. We set up that you set up a gank timing that their Nunu was gonna come like at 3.5 minutes, and top. I guess I don't know.
In bot lane.
Yeah,
Or the bot
top and
lane?
bottom. We both double T beat bottom, and we killed all three of them, and it was like a 3-for-0, and we took bot tower. We timed it to where I pushed out the wave mid, so we didn't lose anything there. But I remember that,
That
and you
could
were
have
just
been
like,
any champion. That's not
Right,
just
right,
but you,
right.
Jarvan.
but that's true. But you were Jarvan, and you EQ'd the Vayne out of the bush, and you killed her. Because Bill, and maybe it was Dinah, maybe. but they traded on her really good, and he was low, and she's like, oh well, Nunu's coming, and I got my support, so we'll be fine. And then here comes driving out of the bush, and you basically 3-shot him.
Surprise.
Yeah, and then we killed them all. So, but yeah, in general, like I said, like I just
But the
think
point stands, right?
right.
It's like
We couldn't find anybody.
because for us what itches that what scratches that itch is winning, not necessarily just competing. Because like even like last week, I've been doing open gym on Mondays, and last week I could not buy a shot. It got to the point where the guys defending me were giving me space just to disrespect me, and I was doing nothing about the space. I was just passing it, or I was making, and I just left there and I was just like, "Gosh, this is so stupid. I hate this. I did not have fun. Like I competed, but I did not have fun because I lost." And then tonight, God, it don't matter how close you are to me. I was not missing tonight, right? I was a walking bucket, okay, and I was talking smack the whole time, and it was like I walked out of there and it was the best thing. There was a new group of guys that showed up. These like I've never seen them before. These 3 black dudes, and they're all kind of bigger, and they wanted to be all on the same team. Like, hey, if you're gonna pick up, you got to pick up all 3 of us. I'm like, all right, whatever, I don't care, you know. And so they're kind of like a little bit like, hey, we're together, right? And then just absolutely gave them buckets, and they were breathing air like a vacuum cleaner, and it was great. Right? But it was only great, and I'm only saying all that because I was winning. Like, it's not just the competing that's good enough. I want to win. And that's the difference between what we were dealing with and some of those guys that were playing. Like, they were just happy to get to play a competitive game of League of Legends. They didn't care if they won or lost. Oh, gosh. I hated losing. I hated the season that I had to watch y'all.
Oh God, I don't know how.
Because it's like not even getting, like, I wasn't even getting to compete. But then, like, I wasn't even getting to celebrate in the victories either. Like, gosh, man.
That was unbelievable. I don't even know how Sean and I. Well, we didn't really. Sean did lose his mind. Sean literally lost his mind at the end of that. We did lose our minds by the end of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awful. I mean, I'm surprised we won 12 games or 11 games or whatever we did, given the circumstance. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, I definitely think about that too with the tennis. Like, I know, like for all of us, it's like. And, you know, and to be fair to maybe Coach Davis, you know, if someone had just no talent and hey, I'm a high school coach, I just need to try to win some matches here. I'm thinking short term. Let's just get you to put the racket on the ball when this volley's coming. How about that? Just take a step, put the racket on the ball. We'll
Right,
figure it out.
and with the time allocated and the
Right, with an hour a day or whatever.
yeah, and the coach to player ratio was really bad. Like,
Yep, one coach for 20 kids or whatever.
right, football it's like a 4-to-1 ratio. Tennis is like a 30-to-1. So
Yeah.
the ability to like sit down and really work out some of those things, it wasn't there.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I don't really
And
blame
for
them, but
I don't know, $40,000 a year.
right. Exactly. So I don't really blame them, but yeah, like you said, the resources are pretty. Yeah, I mean, I've basically been able to self-teach myself Spanish, like conversational Spanish, just for free.
Right.
Like, and I definitely could not have done that when we were growing up. Like, not at all. I can just do podcasts. Like, there's a couple podcasts I listen to. There's a couple ones like little practice things. It's all free. It's just me sitting down and doing it. Well, most of the time I'm just doing it in my car on my way back to work, to and from work, 15 minutes at a time.
Yeah, you're on a game.
Oh crap!
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I didn't
Cancel.
know I was.
Cancel.
You save it and back out.
I can't even save.
Just back out.
Source.
How far back?
I think he saved after the Champions League.
Are you sure?
Is it still an important game?
I can put it on commentary only, and we can run through it. I don't know. It's not important. It's just a a Premier League game. For me, I just didn't know if you wanted to wait it out. It's 10:30.
Right, I was trying to go sleep. But I'll just leave it up.
Well, we can.
Well, you can bounce out, and then I can put it on commentary only.
Yeah,
Put yours on
we'll just see
commentary
if
only.
it's if we have a recent save. I don't know. I don't remember manually saving after. I remember saving before, but not after. So. don't know.
I mean, I'm already 10 minutes in.
I'm
Quitting.
25.
I'm out. All right, boys. We'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
All right.
GG's. Thursday
Good
night
night.
football.